Anyone else getting deja vu? This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we're going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 time travel anime. For this list, we're going to be looking at the series with a central focus on transporting its characters back through time. Be aware of timey-wimey spoilers down the line. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10, Buddy Complex.
2014年だとまさか俺は時を変えたのか
A sunrise mecha series that isn't Gundam, a secondary character called Dio, a plot that incorporates traveling to the far future. We're not sure which is more hilariously shocking. All we know is that the end result is a harmlessly entertaining giant robot jaunt that any fan of the genre can pick up and finish within a day.
あなたは今から未来に行くの。
未来にヒナは
ディオが待ってる。
After being hurtled through time by a mysterious woman, Boy Out of Time Alba is instructed to seek out a pilot known as Dio, all in order to stop the war between two warring factions. Make all the JoJo references you want, but it still doesn't take away from the show's bright spots.
どうなってんだよ本当に未来に来たのか
Number 9, Orange.
26歳になった私には後悔していることが
Turns out that not everything to do with time travel has to be doom and gloom. Sometimes the chance to start fresh and alter the regrets of the past can translate into a beautiful serenade filled with all the slice of life goodness you could want.
なんで知ってんの
Upon receiving a letter from herself 10 years in the future, Naho is instructed to not only keep an eye on a new transfer student, but to carefully consider her choices so she doesn't grow up to regret what could have been. Cue the floodgates.
この手紙を書いたのは16歳の私に一生の後悔をさせたくないからです。
Number 8, Nobunaga Concerto. Who's ready for the ultimate lesson on Sengoku period Japan?
日本の過去の出来事なんて俺の人生にはなんの関わり合いもな
After making an offhand comment that history has no impact on his life, high schooler Subaru is launched back centuries into the past, where he finds himself encountering the one and only Oda Nobunaga, and due to a slight resemblance, inadvertently takes his place.
ただでとは言わぬこの脇差しをやろうおお刀ではあとは頼んだぞ
From there, it's a matter of survival, as Subaru has to use his general knowledge to ensure his cover isn't blown, while also getting a front row education as to some of the period's most defining moments.
あれ信長って天下取ったっけ
Number 7, the Tatami Galaxy.
希望があれば私の部屋へ来なさい。下鴨湧水槽の210号室だ。
Normally, anything to do with this mini masterpiece would get it launched right to the top, but considering its particular brand of time travel is less literal and more of an episodic restart, it can't overtake some of the others on this list. That being said, any chance to discuss Masaki Yuasa's arguable opus, we're going to take. Having wasted his college years as an outcast, Watashi is given the chance to repeat his education, leading him to go down multiple paths, each of which offer new perspectives, life lessons, and failures, but in doing so enrich him, allowing him to take that next step towards unlocking a true happy ending.
わけがないいかなる手を使っても表彰台に上りたい
Number 6, Charlotte. Ever wanted to see what would happen if the guys behind Angel Beats tackled time travel and adolescence with superpowers? After the titular comment leaves a bunch of adolescents with unbelievable abilities, the cynical Yu is sent packing to an institution where he and others can be sheltered from the outside world. As you might expect, things do not go as planned. With nefarious organizations gunning for their powers, as well as the deaths of his loved ones, Yu's only option is to hijack the past, make some corrections, and essentially doom himself in the process. Number 5. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. One of the truly great modern anime flicks not to be created by Ghibli, it just goes to show that in the hands of great storytellers, even something as generic as "be careful what you wish for" can be turned into art that will have you weeping by the end. Upon discovering that she can literally jump back hours to the past whenever she chooses, teenager Makoto turns it to her advantage by making every day a medley of fun, at least until she starts to see the drastic consequences that can come from the smallest of alterations.
Would you laugh if I told you I came from the future?
Be warned, the feelings are fluttering with this one.
Time sorta just flew by, cause you guys were so much fun.
Number 4. Madoka Magica. Magical girls, witches, a wish-granting demon in the shape of an adorable talking rabbit cat. After having to wrap our heads around all that, introducing time travel might sound like a step too far. And yet Homura's many trips to the past turned out to be the hidden cog that held this genre-destroying series together.
契約は成立だ。君の祈りはエントロピーを凌駕した。さあ、解き放ってごらん。その新しい力を。
Once a fragile young thing with no confidence to speak of, Homura's desperate wish leaves her with the power to traverse back to the moment she met her precious Madoka, all in an effort to change their eventual bloody fate.
ゆうべに騙される前のバカな私を助けてあげてくれないかな。約束するわ。
Let's just say it's a good thing she's got an infinite supply of restarts. Number 3. ReZero starting life in another world. You'd think being able to reverse a mistake by hopping back via a time-traveling out-of-body experience would make for a great pick. Not if you're Subaru, whose newfound gift as an isekai protagonist allows him to return to a certain point in time, but it can only activate upon death. And since this is a fantasy world filled with all manner of killers and monsters, the dude ends up dying a lot. You can see why he'd have a hard time enjoying his newfound surroundings when he's constantly hit with one bloody demise after the other, only to have to start the whole damn thing from scratch. Number 2. Erased. What if you were given the means to save an innocent from meeting a grueling end? For Satoru, this came in the form of revival, a means of taking his conscience back through time into the body of his child self, granting him an opportunity to save his old classmate Kaio from the abuse of her tormented mother, as well as the sinister machinations of an unknown serial killer with a fondness for kids.
待ってよ。お前と友達になりたいんだ。友達。じゃあ。 私のために人を殺せる。
While the shifting between the past and present is more of a tool to tell the truly engaging mystery than anything else, it's still one of the best incorporations we've seen in an anime's narrative.
戻ったのか。2006年に。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. SteinsGate.
ではどう説明する？房からちぎりレンジに入れたはずのバナナを。
The undisputed king of anime's sci-fi scene, Okabe and Company's discovery of an unorthodox means to send messages to the past not only opened the doors to an exhilarating thriller that perfectly balanced the physics lingo with hopping timelines to try and elude death itself. When this gets going, it just doesn't stop. So much so that combined with the endearing nature of our genius misfits, you won't even question how the paradoxical quandary that is time travel can be broken with nothing more than a microwave and a phone. Okabe's just that good.
動くな。全員両手を上げろ。
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.